Greetings YouTube, happy Saturday, and welcome to another video where today, I don't care if you're a beginner, if you're in kind of the middle tier where you've been playing for maybe almost a year and you've started getting a base hero rating of above 100,000, congrats if that's you. Or if you're like me and you've played for a couple of years and you're pretty darn experienced, I want this video to be something that you can reliably count on to help you with your mastery setup. And what I have done for the past couple of years is use spreadsheets and community data to maximize what I consider to be the best overall mastery setup. And what I mean by that, you have champions that still have insanely high PI, which gives you the maximum points in arena, but still the flexibility to not have to use suicides, which ultimately hurts you, especially in Alliance Quest and Alliance War. And yes, I know there's certain champions, like even like a Captain Marvel or an Ultron, that suicides don't hurt if you wait to use your special 3 until the end of the fight. But for the average champion that you like to spam the special 1, you don't want that recoil to hit every time you use it, because ultimately you're just costing yourself valuable health. So I'm going to show you my mastery setup and just kind of go through. If you're new to the game, the first two mastery points that I think are vital to doing well are parry and dexterity. I would use my units immediately on awakening those two masteries. I would not waste units on crystals. Dexterity allows you to evade projectiles manually, which saves you health. And then parry, as most people know, is so vital because when you pair it with Stupefy especially, your stun when you block allows you to go from defense to offense in a single move. I also want to point out that I'm someone that believes it's best to keep Mystical Dispersion 3 out of 5, especially when you're using someone like Scarlet Witch that still can power gain while she's building up that Mystical Dispersion. If it's 4 or 5, it almost becomes too powerful and you instantly go to the special 3, and Scarlet Witch's special 3 is far worse than her special 2, so you want to have time to maybe parry and get the special 2, and I found that if you use 4 to 5 for Mystical Dispersion, it's just almost too fast, especially against somebody like a Groot. I also want to point out that in this mastery setup, I have limited my dexterity to 1. After 1 point in dexterity, you get no bonus PI. The second and third point are literally worth 0, so I would just use 1 point. That should still help you evade most projectiles. You don't need to waste a mastery point upping it to 2 or 3. On defense, my mastery differs from Seaton in one really important way, and that's that I still have 1 out of 3 points on willpower. Even though they nerfed willpower last year, in case you didn't know, and it's not nearly as effective as it used to be, I still love that plus 5% health. That really helps you in the 2-star arena where you don't have a lot of health. So if you, say, dart back for a few seconds to regain some health, plus 5 per second is going to get you back to a significant portion of your health, and that's going to help you win arena fights in that 2-star arena. I also believe in 2 points on stand your ground. This is something that really helps with the block break. And again, 2 points I found both to maximize PI and also to maximize the ability for it to be used is kind of the perfect middle ground. A third, fourth, or fifth point is pretty much a waste. I also spend 4 points on block proficiency because when you pair this with parry, you're going to be doing a lot of blocking and you're going to want to minimize the damage you take on blocking. Now, lastly, I want to talk about offense because this is probably the most debatable tree that you will see, and certainly there are good points for different arguments that can be made. But I personally believe that you want to always maximize Glass Cannon. Not only is this an insane boost to your PI, but I really don't notice a difference in health too much when I have Glass Cannon maxed out versus when I don't use it. And it just makes the fights go by a lot quicker because your attack is so much stronger. The health sacrifice is not a big deal, especially the better attacker you become in the game. Now, the bottom is where the controversy comes in because I get that a lot of people, Seaton included, want to tell you to maximize Assassin. Personally, I think I have found that 2 out of 5 is exactly the perfect amount. Plus, you save literally thousands of units not having to make this mastery better. I would save all my mastery cores to rank up Mystical Dispersion, and I would only make Assassin 2 out of 5. You will still get a huge advantage once they hit that last 20% health, but you don't have to go all the way to 4 or 5 to make it a mastery that works. That is not the case for Deep Wounds. Deep Wounds, in my mind, when it comes to like a bonus mastery outside of Dexterity and Parry, is single-handedly my favorite mastery. Because when I'm fighting, especially with Blade, his bleed damage is insane, and it just kills the opponent, especially on that special too, when you've got maxed out Deep Wounds. So I would save all the units you can and maximize Deep Wounds, especially if the game has like a Mastery Core unit base offer. Snag those up if you haven't done that. Besides that, the other really needed 5 out of 5 are both Precision and Cruelty. Not only will they once again maximize your attack damage, but the PI needed to get the most arena points will be utilized as well, because they're worth literally hundreds of extra PI. And when I say PI, in case you don't know, it's the overall rating that your champion has. So with my mastery setup, and keep in mind I do not have any suicide besides Glass Cannon, I am able to have heroes that at level 60 still have, for 5-star rank 4s, in the mid to upper 8500s, especially once you have someone like a Star-Lord that gets that extra PI with their signature ability Awaken. And then I'm really proud of this because Quake has just a 4-star. Yes, she has a maximum PI up to 99 of his signature ability, but she's almost up to 7,000 ratings. She's at 6,700, and that's just as a 4-star. So she gives me about 15,000 points on a typical arena fight, especially if she's going up against a Mystic character where she gets the added class bonus. So I hope this has helped you. It's certainly a video that I wish I had been able to utilize when I first started the game, because I made a lot of mistakes when I started, and it really hurts your ability to do well in fights if you have a bad mastery tree setup. One of the things I did when I was a rookie, and really when I was an idiot, was I put multiple into strength and multiple into greater strength, because I'm like, oh, hey, I need to increase the attack of my champions, right? Well, you can do that in different ways and actually get stronger champions without increasing their base attack on those 2 masteries. So I would have just 1 in most of these, and then maximize Pierce and then these 2, and really save those so precious mastery points for Deep Wounds and Assassin, and then save up all the loyalty you can, because you don't want to have to spend units on Mystical Dispersion. I would have, other than maybe saving for like a 5-star Unstoppable Colossus, I would use all of your loyalty to buy those cores for the Mystic class. Anyhow, if you like this video, if this helped you, please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I very much appreciate your support. You're the reason why I love playing this game. I always enjoy commenting and replying to your comments, and so if you've watched the channel and maybe haven't commented before, please hit that comment and let me know if there's another video you'd like me to help you do to maximize your enjoyment and your effectiveness in the game. Until next time, YouTube, have a wonderful day.